Sponsored Rumbler is back, but not as all as it seems. Cue the music. So first up is the wooden open barn. This is by Patty, 3.7 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it, as you can imagine, under sheds, and it's going to cost you 15 grand to place down, and you have got a customization option, which is going to be the colour of your wall. So obviously click your right stick in if you're on Xbox like me, and then go for any one of those. Right, no problem. Now, as the name would suggest, it's made of wood and it's open. Fair enough. So you have got a drive-through option on the side, which is alright. You've got this big door at the end, and we've got a ladder. Yeah, we can get up here, have a little bit of a hop, step and a jump up there. I mean, you have got this little landing platform, hayloft, whatever you want to call it. I mean, just be careful you don't fall off or jump off. I mean, entirely up to you. No, I like that. That's all right. Well, next up is Shed with Office. This is by Patty and Icas, 7.08 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it, as you can imagine, under sheds. Now, it's going to cost you 80 grand to place down, and like the previous mod, you do have some customization options. Now, you can have the roof and trim, sides, roof, sides and bottom trim, all, or roof and trim. Now, what that means is the actual colour itself. So if we click on colour, and we'll go to, we'll change it to a red. What we've got there. So currently we've got roof and trim, which is white. You then go for sides, which are going to be white. You then go for the roof, which is going to turn it red, mind you. Although to be fair, sides and roof, just changing that little bit around the bottom. You then got your sides and bottom trim, and then you got all of it is in red, and then back to your roof and trim. So obviously, whatever colour you pick there is what's going to be changing. Right, fair enough. Now, once you have got it down, two great big doors on the front, which is alright indeed. So plenty of space inside for you to be storing stuff. Maybe get a little bit of a workshop on the go. Not bad at all. Then we come around the side piece. We've got this bit here. Little man door. Another little man door in here. And then we've got a nice office. Oh, indeed. I mean, you could have like your worker over here taking in the tractors if you're doing that sort of dealership thing. A little bit of a seating area waiting for your service to happen. I like that. And you come over here, we've got a little door out into the workshop. Ah, that's alright, that is. Right, next up is Modern Sheep Barn. This is by Superfly1842, 1.29 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it, as you can imagine, under sheep. And that's going to cost you 105 grand to place down. It says it's going to hold 250 sheep. Now, you do have the option to expand the fencing, and obviously the option to put the pasture down, so 250 or as much space as you got. Alright, fair enough. Now you've got your loading in point for your food over there, your grass. You've got your wool pallet spawn point just there, and you've got your animal dialogue box just in. So I've just put it down as it is, and it give me 155 capacity, even though in the build menu it says 250. But alright, we'll roll with it anyway. So you can come over here, and we have got this shed turn the lights on option. Just there like that. And then if you fancy letting you want to go outside, alright, come and open that door. You just stood there. There's not much to eat in here, is there? I mean, because it's just concrete floor. Alright, fair enough. Then you got your outside pasture. Alright, I mean, not sure what's going on with that capacity, mind you, but yeah, very nice. Right, next up is Cow Barn. This is by Wexy, 9.98 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it, as you can imagine, under cows. Now, it's going to cost you 70 grand to place down, and it's going to hold 30 beef burgers for you. Now, there is no option to expand and fence in or add extra capacity. It is what it is. Now, you've got your taking out point for your slurry over here. Then come to this door, and we've got that opens like that, and then we've got this gate that opens, and that's going to be your taking out of manure. Inside, which is interesting because it's a giant plate there for your manure. But alright, now I did have the loading input for your straw in there as well. Alright, you can open that gate, you back a trailer in. You are going to need a small trailer, well, a load trailer anyway. Otherwise, you're not going to get under the roof. We're just going to say that. Then we're going to come around this side. We've got animal dialogue box just there, milk taking out point just there. So as I said before, 30 cows going in. Jobs are good, and can open up that door, and here is going to be your loading in point for your food. And we have got a light switch here. We'll turn the lights on. That's going to be for your outside lights. Interesting. We've got one down the other side. It's going to be for your indoor ones. But all right, fair enough. Then we'll come down this side, and we've got a little bit of a... No, that said open gate then. There we are. We've got a little bit of a shed on the side as well, which is not bad at all. We've got a light switch over here. Yes, we have. Turn the lights on. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Got a little bit of a flickering, but alright. It's an alright shed, to be fair. Just wondering why the trick is inside when you've got this whole manure plate outside, but alright, fair enough. Right, next up is Accessory Stand. This is by Wexy, 0.42 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under decorations anyway. That's going to cost you 100 to place down, and this is, yeah, interesting, because it's got missing store item concrete block in Lyon, whatever that means. Anyway, now, basically what this is for storing rolls of bale netting, wrap, that sort of thing. Now, the issue I've got with that is the only thing that I've got downloaded is pallets of stuff. I'm going to pop up a picture now, and it shows what, individual rolls. You can store it in there, no problem. It's just like a little framework to keep it all together. So unless you've got a mod that does individual rolls, it's just a frame. Because with this pallet, it's, well, we can rest it on top. It's going to hold stuff like that, but... Alright, fair enough. Next up is Swedish Construction Sign Pack. This is by FitPM123, 5.13 megabyte on the download, and they're going to be found under miscellaneous. Now, there is a ton of these, absolute ton of them. You go in, you can change a few things. You got your small, you got your large. It's going to be the concrete bit at the bottom, and some of them have got different options. Maximum speed 30. There's literally loads. I mean, again, you go through and find whichever one you want, because all of these come in this pack. Yeah, that's a lot. I'm just going to say, now, I don't know Swedish, so I don't know what that says, but okay, fair enough. But what they do, or what you can do, is you can pick them up. Even though it's got the concrete block. I did want to pick that up. Come on, where are you? There we are. Even though it's got the concrete block on the bottom, it's still light enough for you to pick up too. Come and put it around, doing a little bit of role play, roadworks on the go. Yeah, put some of these out. Right, next up is the Albutt Stone Bucket. This is by Accessory 0.21 megabyte on the download. I'm going to find it under front loader tools. Now, it's going to cost you $1,600 to buy. It's got a 3 meter working width, and we'll come back to that in a minute, and a 1,000 litre capacity. You can change that. You can have it as a 4 meter, a 5 meter, and a 6 meter. Now, you may be thinking, what the hell's going on with that? Well, this has got a little bit of a trick up the sleeve. Now, you've got the usual shenanigans on the go. It's a bucket. You can pick stuff up. Great. Not a problem. But what you can also do, we'll get rid of that. We'll go like that. You can actually turn it on, LB and X, turn the front load bucket on, and it's going to pick up stones out your field. Now, it won't pick up a pile that you've already dropped, but anything that you've got on a field, you can use this as a stone picker. And obviously, that's where the working whip comes in. I've gone for the 6 meter, obviously. I won't be doing a big field with a 3 meter. That's just insane. And that's ace. Well, I'm not quite sure why you'd want to do a whole field with a bucket, mind you, but you can. Right, next up is Meadow Rollers B481. This is by MacDon. I'm going to try and pronounce this anyway. We've got Meadow RD16HD in-game by LPG Carmax. With quite a lot of stars in that name, but alright, fair enough. 9.35 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find them in 2 different places. So you've got the Meadow Roller is actually going to be found under Rollers, and then you've got the Meadow Roller again is actually going to be found under Grassland Care. So if you see it on the bottom description there, grass rollers, that's going to be found under Grassland Care, and then a roller is going to be your standard rollers. Now, apart from that, they are both the same. You've got 2 different versions. So the first one is going to be this, with the old bracket on the back. So you can hook up 2 extra. So potentially, you could have 2 of these on the back of this one, and then 2 on the back of each one again, and so on and so on, and have a massive roller thing on the go. I mean, it's 20 horsepower per one. So maybe if you're getting too big, you might need something very big, tasty tractor-wise. It's got a 2 meter working width and a 9 mile an hour working speed and a £5 price tag. The only option on all of them is to change the colour, which is going to be doing that bit. So if you want to go for the multi-pronged version, Go with that one. And then obviously these are the ones designed to go on the back. So you've got no brackets extra. We'll change the colour so we can see it a little bit better. You've got no extra brackets. So once you get this on the back, that's it, done and dusted. Now, to be fair, they're not that bad to hook up, actually. So you've got your bracket one there like that. So we'll hook that. No, didn't want to detach. There we are. Attach that one. Then we'll reverse that one back. Attach that one. And away we go. Now, what you do need to do is L, B, and A. Unfold it. So if you're going down the road like this, yeah, you know, it's not going to be doing anything. No problem. Then you come over to somewhere where you want to be doing the rolling. So L, B, and A. Unfold it. And away you go. Alright, no problem. Right, next up is a Quivogne Maxiculteur 7. This is by Agri Design Modding, Nathio and Nikudu 55. 5.9 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find both of these. Which is a little bit strange, but I sort of think I figured it out anyway. Well, it looks like I have anyway. So we have got this one. 100 horsepower requirement, 3 meter working width, 9 mile an hour working speed, 8,200 to buy. And then we've got this one, which is also 100 horsepower requirement, 3 meter, 9 mile an hour, and 8,200 to buy. Although it's got an optional £100 extra that this one hasn't. But you don't get any options with it. Right, fair enough. Now, what I sort of gathered from this is, by the way that the old prongs go out the bottom, this is designed to go on the back of your tractor. Right, if you go for the prongs on this one, this is designed to go on the front of your tractor. No problem. So if you get both out, you've got 3 meter cultivators, front and back. Now, obviously, you're going to be doing something a little bit different than what I've got them both doing anyway. So if you've got one on the front, obviously no problem. You're going to be cracking along with something on the back. So you've got a 3 meter on the back. No worries. I mean, it's just it's just strange why you've they look exactly the same apart from the prongs. But all right, fair enough. Right, next up is the EuroMark TX27HD. This is by Agri Design Modding, Nathio and Nikudu 55. 11.06 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it on the straw blowers. Now, it's going to cost you 21 grand to buy. It's going to hold 2 bales. All right, fair enough. And to be fair, 80 horsepower coming from your tractor. This is looking all right. You know, you get some cow barns, like we've already seen today, that you don't have much space on the go. This is going to hook up to your 3-point, so nice and compact. Get into those small cow barns, spreading some straw out. Oh, I do like that. And if you want to do a little bit of feed mixing from the old EuroMark brand and the Agri Design Modding and the Theo hookup, we've got this. The EuroMark RD16HD, 14.73 megabyte on the download. Going to find it under Forage Mixers. Now, it's got a 16,000 litre capacity, 100 horsepower requirement from your tractor, and 41,600 to buy. The only options is going to be Continental, Raderstein, BKT, Trelleborg, and then Continental on your tyres. You've got some standard and standard 2s in there. I mean, to be fair, EuroMark, is this a new brand to the game? I don't remember seeing this before. If it is, that is awesome. Next up is the Pomot UPR 10. This is by JMZ, 19.4 megabyte on the download. And you're going to find it under fertilizer spreaders. Now, this is going to do your solid fertilizer and your lime as well. It is the 2-jobber, so that's all right. 7,900 litre capacity with a price tag of 29.5 grand. Now, you do have the option of wheel brands. You've got your Trelleborg, Michelin, BKT, Raderstein, Continental. Whoa, that's a bit of a jump there. All right, we'll go from Raderstein then to Continental. Woo! Dear, oh dear. And then back to Trelleborg again. They've got some different versions on there. I mean, wide ones, they're looking all right. They've got the option to have a ladder, yes or no. Puts that on the side. Sieves. All right, we'll go with that. It's going to be putting that on the top. Warning triangle. So that's going to be round the back. There we are. You then got your working lights, yes or no. Puts the work lights there. Top of the old brush, was it brush steel or stainless steel? On there anyway. Attaching heights you got for small wheels and then for big wheels. Didn't really seem to be doing much, but all right, fair enough. Cover, yes or no. It's going to be putting the cover on. You got your main colour. We'll go with a blue. It's going to be doing the chassis. You then got your tank colour. We'll go for grey. We'll be doing the tank. Actually saying that, that's not a grey. That's a stainless steel. Oh, I like that. That is all right indeed. You then got your cover colour. We'll go for red. So it's going to be doing the cover. And then you've got your rim colours, which is obviously going to be your rims. To be fair, that is looking all right. I mean, I know 7,900 is not that much. Once you get your lime spread, particularly the lime, that's going to get through it pretty quick. But the stainless steel option, yeah, I mean, if you haven't got a big field, that's not bad at all. Now, there is no working width on here, but on the website, it does say 15 to 36 meters. So the 50 meters is going to be your lime, and the 36 meters is going to be your liquid solid fertilizer. Even it's not a liquid tank, but that is looking all right indeed. Well, next up is the Lizard RUR5. This is by Czechoslovak 1989's Farming. 26.58 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under manure spreaders. Now, it's not just a manure spreader. This is quite good, I must admit. So it's got a 5,000 litre capacity, 60 horsepower ground for tractor, and a 10 metre working width with a 4 mile an hour working speed, and it's going to cost you £5,000. You may be thinking, do you know what? That's a little bit like small farm shenanigans, and you'd be right. But you can then change the capacity and put it up to 7,000 litres, which is all right indeed. Then, you can change it to a feed wagon. Oh, this is ace. A little bit of a conveyor belt on the back. Nice and low. So if you've got a barn, a cow barn, that you haven't got much room to get into, this will fit in nicely. Very nice indeed. Now, if you do go for the feed wagon, it does take away some of the options. So we've got the left cover. So yes or no is going to be covering up the old bouts and shenanigans. And then obviously you got the right cover as well. Same sort of thing. And we put those back on. And then we've got your main colour. It's going to be red or grey. To be fair, they don't look that bad, I must admit. And then your rim colour is going to be your rim colour. Now, if you have gone for the feed version, I will just say this. It's only going to unload in one direction. So if we unload it there, it's going to unload out to the right. So just make sure that you're tipping it into your feed trough rather than into a wall. But that being said, I like that. Nice and low. I mean, it's not that fast unloading. So, you know, laid back, easy cow farming. Very nice. Well, next up is the Dumper NL. This is by CR82 Spefo Antonio Farming. 46.01 megabyte on the download. And you're going to find them under trailers. Now, I've got 3 different versions here. And to be fair, they're all going to cost you £40,000. Which is, you might as well go for the biggest one. Just going to say that. So they've all got the same options apart from the capacity side. So you've got the NL140 is going to be 16,000 to 32,000 litre capacity. You've got the NL144R, it's going to be 16,000 to 25,500. And the one we're going to take a look at today, the NL14, is 16,000 to 22,500 litres. Right, fair enough. Now, apart from that, all the options are going to be the same. So you've got your capacities, you know, they do their thing. Right, no problem. Wheel brands, you've got your Trelleborg, Michelin, BKT, Raderstein, and Trelleborg again. You know, a couple of different versions on the go in there, that's all right. You've got decals, so you've got black, white, and then black. So just those on the front, on the side, fair enough. Toolbox, you've got with or without toolbox. Actually, where is the toolbox? Oh, it's that side. So with or without. You then got door decal configuration. So spin it back round. So we've got the current red version. That's not on the door, is it? Is it white? Well, that's the door's at the back, or is it at the front? So we've got red or white. Doesn't seem to be changing much on that one. Unless I'm completely missing it. I mean, there's a good chance. All right, we'll carry on anyway. So you got your light configuration. So you got the rear light 32, rear light 53, 31, and then back to your 32 version. Floor color, we'll go for dark green. Why not? It's going to do the chassis. Your Vasca color, I'd imagine this is going to be the outside. So we'll go that green. Then you've got your tailgate color. We'll go for grey. So it shows up. There we are. Then you've got your spondy color. All right, we'll go for black. It's going to do those bits. And then your rim color is obviously going to be your rims. All right, fair enough. Right, next up is something, I so liked using in 22. The Lizard Rumbler van. I mean, now it's coming in the pack anyway. This is by DD My Passion, 12.11 megabyte on the download. I'm going to say it now. I think it's going to need an update because I've got some issues with it anyway. So you've got quite a few different versions. So you start off with picking which one you want. You've got your short wheelbase, you've then got a medium wheelbase, and you've got a long wheelbase, and you've got an extra long wheelbase. And the first problem I'm having is the menu is very slow. Right, so fair enough. So obviously you then pick your wheelbase. based on whatever you fancy. So then you've got your roof version. So if we go for this one here, you've got your long wheelbase, you've got high roof, you've got medium roof, and you've got low roof. Right, fair enough. So that's your options to get you into the van itself. So once you get the van, apart from that, all the options are going to be the same. So entirely up to you which one you go for. You do have GPS, yes or no. It's going to be put in that little receiver on the front. You then come to the engine setup. It doesn't say anything about horsepower. I'm just going to say that right now. But this does have an issue with it. So you've got an automatic with a diesel engine. Great. You've then got an electric version. All right. With an automatic engine. You then got a diesel with a manual. Steer clear of the manual. I'm going to show you why in a minute. You then come to your wheel setups. You've got different designs on the go there. No problem. You then got your driver's side. Now this is ace. Now a lot of the stuff we have is left-hand drive. I'm in the UK. We drive on the left-hand side of the road. So we need it on the right for the steering wheel. There we are. Much better. You then got your window colours. You can have your standard or a little bit of a tint on the go. Rear door glass. So yes or no. I mean, most vans in the UK have no, mind you. But okay, fair enough. Klaxon is going to be on the roof. Yes or no. So that's going to be for decoration. You can have a name. When they say name, it's number 1, which is just below the door mirror. And it will go all the way up to letter Z. I mean, you really could have a fleet of these, no problem. Then you've got discharge. You've got manual or automatic. Now, what that's going to be is when you come to a sell point, it's going to either ask you to unload, like most things does. Was it RB and Y, if you're on Xbox like me, or automatic, it's just going to dump it as soon as you get there. So that's entirely up to you. You then got the capacity. So it starts off 20,000 litres. Not bad at all. Then goes up to 1,000,000 litres, which is even better. It then goes up to 10 million litres in the back of this van. What you could do in the UK, you could drive across to France on a booze cruise, fill it up with 10 million litres of beer and cigarettes. Oh, you'll be laughing. You'll be making a mint off the back of that anyway. Oh, fair enough indeed. Now, this is where it becomes interesting because you do have the option, obviously auto load. Right, fair enough. So you've got fillable pallets. So that's going to do everything. Not a problem. You then got fillable tanks. That's going to do all your liquids. All right, fair enough. You can then have specific ones. Whichever one you want to go for, it's only going to take those. So I would go with the fillable pallets because unless you're only going to do one product, you might as well just give yourself the option. That's all I'm saying. You then got your folding mechanisms. You got your manual or automatic, and we'll get back to that in a minute. You then got your beacon lights. You've got got flashing. We've got rotating, and then back to nothing. Then you've got extension. Well, you've got tension belts. No extensions. It's actually a roof rack on the roof. As ace, and it does come with... It does actually come with straps, which is awesome. So, you just go for however many you like. It's going all the way up to the top at the end like that, and then back to nothing. And then got your main colour. I think I've gone with this grey, to be fair. Makes it a little bit easier to see in the shop. Then got design colour. Now, I couldn't see, if we put the roof racks back on, just in case it's those, I couldn't see earlier on when I tried this, what this colour does. Doesn't seem to change anything, but all right, fair enough. You then got your rim colour, which is going to be, obviously, your rims. Now, back to a few observations. If you've gone for the manual one, like I have done in this one, it's stuck in second gear. Now, I play on this game with the automatic mode on. I don't like changing gears. There's enough to be getting on with as it is. Yeah, this should change up anyway. I'm just going to say that. Because I'm stuck in second gear. I'm doing 15 miles an hour. Whereas if we go to the automatic version that I've got here, I've tried for a few different things, that's no problem. So we're just driving along, up to 20, 30. Great. Not a problem. Now, the auto load function. I'm having a bit of an issue with it, to be fair. Because, right, so we've got nothing in the back of this van. This has got the fillable pallet on, no problem. And we'll come over here like that. We've got the option there. So refill or rumble a van. Left stick in. Yes. So it's filling up. Okay, and now we've lost the fill trigger. You've got to move the van around a little bit to get it going again. So originally, we filled the pallet up from over there. It's now gone and filled up half of this pallet. We then got to move the vehicle around again. to get it to come up again. And then it's moving over there. It's only doing half a pallet. So we've got another little option, so it's doing a different pallet altogether. We then got to move the van around again. That just seems really random. It's like the loading in trigger just keeps moving. It's not staying in the same place. Don't know what's going on with that. I mean, it was halfway through that pallet. I haven't moved that van at all, but now I've got to go and move the van. I mean, it's interesting. We'll just go with that anyway. Now there is a little bit of role play element to this as well, and there is 3 different options. You've got front doors, you've got back doors, and you've got the side door. So the front door, if you do LB and right stick up and down, is gonna, come on, no, stay in one place. There we are. No, it's not staying anywhere, is it? LB and right stick left and right is going to be doing that. LB and right stick up and down is going to be doing the actual window. You can just about see that there. You then do RB and right stick left and right, it's going to be doing the door. And then obviously up and down, it's going to be doing the window as well. Then if you press Y and go to your back doors, you then got RB and right stick up and down, it's going to do left hand one. Then RB and right stick up and down, it's going to be doing the right hand one. So obviously LB and RB, fair enough. Then move on to the sliding doors on the side. LB and right stick up and down, as you can imagine, it's going to do the left one. And RB and right stick up and down, it's going to be doing that one. Now, obviously, if you'd gone for the one with the roof rack on, you could have pallets on. I mean, you don't have to have a pallet in here at all. You can have it as completely empty and really go down the whole immersive route of, you know, you just own a van. A man with a van come to do a job, so entirely up to you. I just think it's something going on. Yeah, I think it needs a few tweaks anyway. The premise is there. I do like it. I mean, I like this on 22. It was an awesome van to use. But having to move around to load pallets in, that's not great. And the old manual gearbox, that's not a thing either. That should work as an auto. Maybe just go for the auto anyway. Saves you a lot of problems. But alright, fair enough. And our last one for the day is the Zetor UR2 4-pack. This is by Castan18, 123.4 megabyte the download. And yes, we have got 2, 4, 8 different tractors. Now basically, they've all pretty much got the same options. We've got 4 of the Crystal, and then we've got 4 of this one, which whatever it is. I mean, it starts off at 8100 and then 8145, 10111, and then 10145. Now, apart from that, the options are basically the same. Now, you got 2 different versions. You got a 2-wheel drive and a 4-wheel drive. Obviously, tell the difference between the bigger wheels on the front. And then you've also got an 80 horsepower version and a 96 horsepower version. Right, no problem. So once we've got that covered, we can then come and have a look at this one. So we're going to go for the Crystal 96 horsepower engine, 17 mile an hour top speed, and a 44 grand price tag. You have the option of attaches front and back. So you've got type 1, then you've got type 2. Spin it around the back. There we are. So that's your type 1, that's your type 2, your type 3, and type 4, which is basically doing the same. So imagine 3 and 4 is going to be at the front. Let's have a look. It's 2 at the back. So 3 at the front. There you are. There's your 3 points. Then number 4. All right, that's probably an extra one at the back as well. So then you've got your engine set up, so you can go for a fast transmission. All right, yeah, a little bit of a sequential gearbox maybe on the go. Fair enough. Wheel bands, you've got your Mitas, you've got your Lizard tyres, Radarstein, Continental, then back to Mitas again. We've got some, we've got some wides. That's always good with the wides. Got some weights. There's no jewels. It is what it is. Decals, you've got type 1, type 2, and then nothing. You then got fenders, you've got standard, you've got plastic extended, wide, and then back to your standard again. Front fenders, type 1, type 2 gives you a little bit of a mud flap on the bottom. Type 3, which has got that big bit cut out. Plastic versions, and then nothing. So mud flaps, you've got short, you've got long, all right, on the back, or none at all. Cabin, or cabine. All right, we'll go with that anyway. Type 1, type 2, type 3, and then 4, 5, 6, 7, and then back to number 1. All right, fair enough. It's more of a combination of the cabin and the lights, to be fair, but all right, no worries. Front lights. So we've got type 1, type 2, number 3, and then type 4, and type 5, and then 6, and then 7, and then 8, and 9. How many lights? We've got 9. 9 different headlights. Man, that's a lot. Back hydraulic. So we've got type 1, type 2, and then type 1 again. You got your grille on the front. So you got yes or no. Well, it's going to be on the side, actually, those bits there. Then you got your steering wheel. So you got your type 1, and you got your type 2. I wonder how many steering wheels we got. So 4, 5, 6, and then 6 different steering wheels. All right, fair enough. So you got your hood, you got your straight, you got your cut-off version, or oh no, go for the cut-off version. More like a sports hood, that is. I like that. Engine cover. Well, it's a beige or grey. Let's face it. We'll go with that one. So it says engine colour, more of a chassis and engine. All right. Hood colour. Sure, we'll go with blue. We'll be doing that bit. You then got your back guards colour. Obviously, we're going to match it up. There we are. Then your front guards colour, we'll go for blue as well. It's just going to be your mud guards, isn't it? Right, let's put those back on. Where's our mud flaps? No, fenders. Fenders front. There we are. No, that's not done those, actually. Interesting. All right. So front guards is not those. Hub colour. We'll go with those. Going to do your hubs. And your wheel weights, if you've got it on, is obviously going to do your wheel weights. Then you've got your front weight colour, if you've got the front weight installed. Then you've got your grille colour, which is obviously going to be your grille. And then you've got your roof colour. We'll go for red, because why not? Then you've got your rest of your cabin colour. We'll go for grey. And then you've got your cockpit colour. Black it out. I say cockpit, it's a little surround around your dials. Alright, no worries. And then you've got your rim colour, which is obviously going to be your rims. Man, that's a lot. That is a lot of options. And bearing in mind, this is going across 8 different tractors as well. I mean, you come into this one, it's got the same sort of thing as before. Then you got your fast transmissions, you got everything you need. Obviously, you just pick which one you want to go for. 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, 80 or 96 horsepower. And to be fair, sound alright. I mean, that's the newer version, I must admit. The older one, great sound as well, especially on startup. We'll have a little startup. I like that. Definitely agriculture to it. Very nice. We've also got a couple of updates as well. So we've got Seeds add-on by DD Mod Passion. We've got this one in front of us, the Lizard Silver 6500 by Agrotono. And part of the update is this nice police light bar. Oh, I like that. We have a giant off-road police car. Why not?